welcome back to my channel. So, I am your favorite real estate consultant here in Enugu State, Victoria Chinzirum. And as you all know, I provide you with valuable insights concerning real estate investment, real estate market in Nigeria, okay? In today's video, I'll be discussing the important questions you need to ask when buying a property in Nigeria or when investing in a property in Nigeria, okay? Whether you're an experienced investor or you're a first-time buyer, this video is for you. So make sure you watch this video to the end because I'll be sharing important tips that will help you and save you from a lot of trouble in the future, okay? Now, the first question you should be asking is, where is this property? Is there any infrastructure in this area, right? Now, is it in a developing or developed area? It depends on what you want to use the land to do. Whether it's for investment or you want to buy and build land or property. These are the questions you should first ask before you make payments for any property, okay? You also need to consider how close it is to schools, hospital, market, and transportation, okay? These places will guarantee high return of investment in the future. So you need to ask this question and also make inquiries to know the availability and reliability of the basic infrastructures, like if there is water, if there is electricity, and if there is access road, okay? If there is any road leading to this property you are about to buy, right? Now, the second question you should ask is if the property has the necessary documentation, right? Now, it is very important to confirm the property's legal status before making any payment, okay? Ask for the deed of assignment, the survey plan, the C of O if necessary, and any other relevant documents, okay? And do your search on them in the Ministry of Land. It is very important, okay? Make sure you do your search on these properties, all right? This will ensure that the property is genuine and free of any dispute or legal issues. The third question you should ask is, what is the property ownership's history? This is also very important. You need to know the history of this land, okay? Now you need to find out who the previous owner of that property are, like from the first person that bought that land and how it was acquired. Now there is this thing called recital. I've forgotten if it's in the deed of assignment or power of attorney that it is written, but your document or the documents you're going for search on, that is the deed of assignment, should carry a recital. What does a recital mean? It shows it means showing the exact person that has the land, like from the first buyer down to the current owner, right? So if you're going for search or if you request for the documentation to confirm the property, there is something that is called recital. Inside that documentation, look for it. It will show you the first buyer, second buyer, down to the current owner of that land. Now this information will help you avoid legal disputes and complications in the future, okay? So make sure that you check those documents before you make payment, okay? It will show you the history of the land and how the land was passed down, whether it's a community land or whether who bought that land before you or the current owner of that land, okay? So if the documents don't have this, please don't buy the land, okay? Because it shows that there is something or there is some history missing in that property. You need to check if there is encumbrance in that land. That is why it is very advisable, and I advise everybody that if you're buying a property, make sure you check the documents, because it's through the documents you know all these things, right? Through your survey plan, through your power of attorney, and through your deed of assignment, okay? Now, through the survey plan, you can know if this land is claimed by the government, if this land has issue, so forth, and all those type of problem, okay? It will help you avoid these unforeseen circumstances in the future. So make sure you check if there is any lien on the land, if there is mortgage or legal claim on that property. It is very important, because if you don't check these things, you will inherit all this problem when you buy that land. And let me tell you, it's not an easy fight. You might definitely lose the fight, okay? So make sure you check all these things before buying the land here in Nigeria. What is the condition of this property or land I'm about to buy? This is another question you need to ask, okay? Ask about the overall condition of the land, the house, or whatever it is you're buying here in Nigeria. Check. Make sure you check. If you're not in Nigeria, your relatives can do that for you, or your representative can do that for you, right? Now, another thing I should warn you about, please avoid building or a land that is under high tension, like directly under it. You understand? Because that land can be demolished, because that's illegal. Very illegal. I know that to some people it might be very close to the road, you are seeing a lot of profit and all, but avoid it. you will just get short profits. You understand? If you see where people are, go and stay there. Avoid those places, because the majority of those people, they know the reason why they did not buy that land. It's not that the land is not attractive. It they enter everybody's eye, but they know why they were avoiding it. So avoid it too. No, don't be in a rush to buy a land because you feel like you're making gain, or you be sharp guy. It won't last. Okay, especially in Nigeria, when the government can just wake up and decide to demolish building around the road or under high tension without warning you. So avoid it totally. Are there any outstanding bills or tax that have not been paid by the previous owner? Now, Nigeria has this kind of law. Okay, so sometimes it's hard to know if there is any tax or bill in this property you're about to buy, unless it's a new land. That is different. But if you're buying an old land, I think you should ask the owner these questions. Okay, you need to check if there is any unpaid bills by the former owner, if there are property tax that have not been paid, or if there's any outstanding fee associated with the property that needs to be paid. You need to ask all these questions because you don't want to inherit all these problem, all these financial obligations, because I don't need to tell you, I know some people have experienced it. Okay, now another question you should be asking is, what is this neighborhood like? What is the future development plans for this area? Do they have any plan at all? Like, is there any developments going on in this area? Right now, you need to visit the area in different time of the day when you're free, if you have the time. Okay, now this will help you like feel the environment, know what it looks like in the morning or evening, or maybe a month or so. Right now, you also need to inquire about the upcoming infrastructure in that area, if there's any project that is going on or starting up by the government or any private investor, if there's any development planned, if there's any development planned out for the vicinity. It is very, very important that you should check all these things, because this information can impact the property's value and potential growth in the future. If there is any development, or if there is any plan for development, you will know that probably this land or this property or this area or neighborhood is going to give you a very big return of investment in the next 2 to 5 years. And it's very advisable that you should also check out for properties that are close to markets. They have the tendency of giving you high return of investment in the next 3 years. Okay, now it depends on how fast they build that market. So once the market open, you notice that development is going in that area, and it will skyrocket the properties around that marketplace, right? Another question you should ask when going to buy a property in Nigeria is what are the local building restriction and regulation in that area? Okay, because one mistake people make is they go and buy a property just for buying sake. Maybe, I don't know, they want to build, and they don't ask questions, because there are some areas where you can only build duplex in, okay, and there are some places where you can only build blocks of flats in. So you need to make sure and familiarize yourself with the building codes, the zoning regulation, and any other restrictions that may affect your future expansion or modification to the property if you want to do that in the future. The last question you should ask is, what are the terms of the sale and the payment option? This is very important. Okay, because some people think that once you buy the land, you're finished. Like, once you make payments for the land, you're done. No. There are also other fees attached to this property that most people don't tell you about till or after you make your payments for the property, right? Now, understand the terms of the sales, including the purchase fees. They have the agency fee depending on who you're buying from. They also have the legal fee. This is very is compulsory, okay, because it's necessary you register your property, right? And they also have the development fee. I don't think it's all the properties that needs this, but I think in a way you have to pay for development fee. I think that's compulsory too, but I'm not very sure about that. I'll still make my inquiries. But you need to make sure that any other fee that is attached to this, you should know. They should tell you before you make any payment, so that you know if it's something you can do or not. Remember, conducting thorough due diligence is very, very important to safeguard your investment. Okay, like I said, that's why I'm here to help you. Okay, so if you found this video very insightful, very helpful, please do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel, because I post real estate, everything concerning real estate tips and advice, especially here in Nigeria, Enugu State. And you can call my number that is displayed on the screen for me to help you, or if you have more questions, you can also ask. Okay, I am here to serve you. Right now, thank you very much for watching to the end and staying with me to this boring but insightful section. Right now, see you on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe so that you can get more videos like this, because I post almost every day. In short, I post every day concerning real estate, so make sure you subscribe, and see you on the next video. Thank you very much and have an amazing day. Bye.